Hey, Ravings and Cravings here, otherwise known as Ruth Hartunian Ellenbaugh, with a new show brought to you by the Wyndham Economic and Community Development folks and foodie people and businesses from all over our listening area and beyond. Today I am here with an icon from our community who's been on site at the same place for 28 years. From Pleasant Pizza, Dimitri Provistalis. Did I say it right?
You did. You killed it.
Woo! Woo! Yes, okay, we can stop now. No. Dimitri, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Let's do the detail stuff first up front, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. So let's go over location, hours, phone number, and social media presence.
Yeah.
Okay?
Perfect. All right, so location. We are located at 413 Pleasant Street in Willimantic, Connecticut. We're on the corner of Pleasant and Bridge Street. Hours. Our hours are a little bit varied throughout the week. Sundays, we are 12 to 8. Tuesday and Wednesday, we are 11 to 9. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're 11 to 10.
Oh, okay. That's a very interesting schedule.
Yeah, it's all based off of, when business drops off.
Yep.
So,
got it.
Try to remain efficient.
Yeah.
Social media-wise, we're big on Instagram and Facebook mostly. We have a Twitter. We don't really do too much on there, but yeah. So Instagram and Facebook. That's you'll see daily posts, and if we're doing anything unique or events, that's where we'll post normally.
And then your phone number?
860-423-5442.
So if I want to order food from Pleasant Pizza, what would be the best way? What are some of the ways? I think there's more than one way to do this, right? Okay.
So we are, so you can call us direct, obviously, at 860-423-5442. You can order online through our website. It's pleasantpizzact.com. We are with some third-party companies as well. You can order through the Slice app. And you can also order through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub.
Wow.
Yes.
Lots of choices.
Absolutely. Yep.
So nobody goes hungry.
That's it.
Right? So I had referred to the fact that Pleasant Pizza has been around for 28 years. Can you give us a little history about how it started and who started it?
Yeah. So my parents started it 28 years ago. Previously to that, they had another restaurant on Main Street for 3 years.
Oh, what was that?
It was Pizza Palace.
Where was that?
It is where the old Kentucky Fried Chicken used to be, and where Wyndham Wine and Spirits, next to Wyndham Wine and Spirits, around that area.
See, that was before my time, because I moved into town, many years later.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Well, it's the laundromat now, so it's the laundromat next to Wyndham Wine and Spirits.
That's where they had the pizza place.
Yeah, it was a pizza place there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and then they moved to where they are now.
Yep, and we've been there for 28 years, and we've been doing. We had a fairly basic pizza place menu for about 22 of those years. So
when you say basic pizza menu, what does that mean?
Not basic, sorry. I probably shouldn't say the word basic, but we had a Willimantic pizza place menu. We had grinders, we had some chicken parm dinners, lasagna dinners.
Dinners, oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they used to sell a lot. They were great, but after that 22-year mark, we kind of wanted to just do a renaissance of the pizzeria and do some new things, and we totally changed the menu around. We did a full rebranding. We got on technology, which we needed to do.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been really fun and not stagnant. We're doing new things all the time and learning from mistakes and learning from things that work well and
Well, I think your menu is pretty creative, and I love the names of things.
Thank you.
I would love you to talk about, well, first of all, your favorite thing on the menu and why you like it, and then maybe talk about some of the other fun named things that would be tempting for people to come and try.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say our number one seller and my favorite item that we have is our Ding-a-ling-a-ling pizza. It is named after our current manager, Adam Dingler.
Oh,
he thought up the pizza. Yeah, so his last name's Dingler. So it's a fun thing to say. Oh, yeah. 50% of the time when people are ordering it over their phone, they're laughing. If it's the first time ordering it, if they're in the office and people are like, "What are you ordering over the phone?" But it's absolutely delicious. It's our creamy garlic base. And we put baby spinach, grilled chicken, tomatoes, onions, blue cheese crumble, and bacon. And once it comes out of the oven, we put a little bit more of that creamy garlic sauce on there.
That
Obviously,
sounds
mozzarella on there as well. But,
I know, that's kind of sounds like breakfast.
oh, yeah. Pizza, you can eat that, yeah, all day,
I
all
think
night.
so, yeah. How about a few other menu items?
A few other of our menu items are our rice bowls. I would highly recommend. They're super healthy. We use quality ingredients. Our Tato bowl is my favorite rice bowl that we have. It's a sweet potato, lime, avocado, and then it is our Greek lentils that we put in there as well.
Wait, what are Greek lentils?
It is just what I grew up eating that my mom used to make, and that's how I knew
Like
what to make.
What color are they? Brown? Are they?
They are brown.
red?
Organic.
Okay.
Yeah, we use organic brown lentils from the food co-op.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to come and try that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Middle East. That's so Middle Eastern, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yay for Middle Eastern. And thank you, by the way. He came through the door with something that is very Greek, but it's also Armenian. It's called. You call it what?
Halva.
And I call it the same thing.
Yeah, little different accent. Halva, you said, right?
Yeah, I say halava. Yeah,
halava,
yeah. Yum. Well, I like that Middle Eastern kind of thing. Talk a little bit more, though, about rice bowl kind of stuff.
Yeah, so our rice bowls are all gluten-free. And
Wow.
a couple of the rice bowls come with some cheese in there, and you can just omit the cheese, and you can make them vegan very easily as well. But you can also add a protein to them. We have a pulled pork, we have steak, chicken, grilled chicken, and fried chicken that you can add to them as well. Yeah.
Great. So there's something for the gluten-free people. There's something for people who like a white sauce on their pizza. Something for people who have like their red sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Are there pizzas that have anything else besides those two options?
Yeah, I mean, any type of sauce that we use within the restaurant,
Can you do like
put on there.
What can you do sauceless? Like throw everything on there and drizzle balsamic, or like
Of course, yeah.
like if I came in and said, I would like a gluten-free crust. Do you have gluten-free?
We do.
Crust.
Yeah.
Okay. I
It's
would
a
like
locally made one as well, too. That's
Really?
from Still Writing Foods in Connecticut. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I could come in and say I would like a gluten-free crust with some spinach and can you put sweet potato on it?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Some chopped onions, garlic, and with some cheese on top, and then when it comes out, drizzle it with balsamic.
Absolutely.
So I could
I'd probably add some basil on there too.
Oh,
after
yeah.
it. Oh, yeah.
Fresh basil?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I could really do that.
Yeah,
So that means if I could do that, that means other people can do that too, right?
absolutely.
So people can walk in and order that kind of thing if they want. That is so nice. And I think I want to also talk to you about how you run the business as far as doing things, the way that you do it, your approach, your product, and then the quality of what you provide.
Yeah, cool. So as far as the quality goes, I mean, we really try to buy just all quality items. Our chicken that we use for our salads, as well as our wings, is antibiotic free, hormone free. We will always purchase that. I'd rather not sell it than just use not a good product. It takes a lot of prep time. Everything we prep everything. I would say probably we're 85-90% from scratch. We do have a handful of items that are just really good frozen items. Our French fries are just incredible. I will never go away with them.
Well, I agree.
We buy a very high quality French fry, and we're like known for them. Chicken tenders are incredible too. We buy a whole muscle product. So what that means, it's not like mush inside. It's not like a chicken nugget or anything. It's an actual tender that's been breaded and fried. But aside from that, I mean, all of our chicken we prep. The pulled pork we roast that for 7 hours. We have that for an option for our rice bowls, on top of our salads, and for a couple pizzas. Yeah, we're always cooking. I mean, there's our prep, and actually our drivers are our main prep people. So all of our drivers have become absolute beasts in our kitchen. They're all
so they have more than one skill, basically.
Yeah, they're awesome. Nighttime, they're doing a lot of like cleanup pans. We sell a lot of pizzas, obviously, so we have to re-prep the pizza pans. But the daytime drivers, they're awesome. I mean, they're back there, they're hustling. They're
Well, they're the heroes.
Yeah,
I
they
think,
are.
right?
Yeah. Well, cooks too. Everybody makes it work. Dishwasher. Everyone's a hero over there.
Yeah. Well, it certainly is a team effort, right?
For sure. Yep.
How many pizzas are you making a day with that big mixer back there?
Well, I would say we do a couple hundred to 200 to 300 pounds of dough a day, roughly.
My gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of dough that goes out of that place. Yeah. in that small little corner.
I know. I was going to mention that because when I was there doing a story for the Chronicle back in the day, I couldn't believe how small the space was. And then to think of how much the volume of what you pump out to feed people from that small space. I mean, my kitchen looks like Taj Mahal,
Yeah.
you know, compared to what your little space looks like.
It does, but we've learned, and we use every single inch of that place. So there are a couple positions on our like line that you need to be over like 5'8" because we had to just go up with everything. So there's shelves on top of shelves to grab product, but it's really cool, and you know it is. It's a beautiful harmony. Friday and Saturday nights, I love it. I wait for it every single week. Just in the middle of 6 p.m. dinner rush, everybody's going at it, and some of our customers actually come in early just to watch us for 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's just fun, you know.
A human kind of performance.
Oh, absolutely, it is, and I almost think of it as like a theater play. Almost every single night. You're prepping for it every single night, and then you're waiting for those 3 hours that it's just wild for 3 hours, and everybody's on their A game, and yeah.
And then the next day you do an encore.
And yeah, absolutely.
And then
encore
the next
after
day
encore.
you do another encore, encore after encore, because your public demands it, right?
Luckily, yes.
Yes. Well, you do have a commitment to certain environmental things too, so you want to talk a little bit about that.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I think about 6 years ago or so, we went away with any type of styrofoam. I also just hate touching it, so personally. But yeah, so all of our like our to-go containers, they're biodegradable, yeah, and they're compostable as well. So, and then we tried to limit plastics as much as possible, but for like the rice bowls, we need to be able to the customers need to be able to kind of reheat them after if they want to, because our rice bowls are kind of 2 meals for most people. So it's really nice, yeah. I've eaten one to the face one time, and I just didn't feel good. Just too much food in one sitting. Yeah,
I get it. Yeah. Well, for those of you who've just joined us, I'm here with Dimitri Provistelis from Pleasant Pizza, and he's talking about the business on the corner of
Pleasant and Bridge.
Pleasant and Bridge.
Yeah.
Talk about your work experiences. I think is very interesting where, you've brought a lot of skills from a lot of different places. And, we walk around town and we say hi to people and we really don't know them. And I think it's nice to get to know people and to hear about where they come from and what their experiences are. And I know a little bit about what your work experiences are, but I want you to take a few moments and tell the listening audience about what you bring to the table at Pleasant Pizza.
Cool. Yeah. So I grew up, my first work experience was the restaurant that I'm currently at right now. Well, actually, before that was Pizza Palace. When I was 3 years old, I used to make pizza boxes, and my parents used to give me a cent per pizza box.
No wonder you're so awesome. Pizza boxes were a great beginning.
Oh, yeah. And I was so fast at them. We changed our boxes recently, but I was the king of our pizza boxes. We would always race. And,
who needs toys?
Yeah, no,
oh my gosh. Okay, so that's your start.
Yeah, but then I started working at Pleasant when I was probably, started helping out 14, 15, and then when I was 16, I had, solid hours, probably 20 hours a week or something. I worked at Pleasant throughout college as well. I went to Eastern full-time, and I was working at Pleasant full-time.
Wow.
I was the manager at 18, and I had a staff of like 7.
Oh my goodness.
It was stressful, being a young manager. But, I learned so much. I feel like I had so much great experience already at that time. I was blessed to have that experience because my parents owned the place and, had the ability to start working. And then after college, I moved away to Florida for a little bit. I worked as a restaurant manager for Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort. So great. I got to learn so much about, high volume operations and...
Yeah, I mean, how many people are they serving there?
Oh, well, it was just wild. I mean, I worked at a couple different restaurants, so it varied, and they were very different. But just in and out, the amount of product that was leaving there, it was just... It was a machine. It was an absolute machine.
I bet.
And the processes, I think, I took away more so than anything, as well as the ingredients and everything. They just used really high-quality items. That resort specifically is known for their food and beverage.
Oh.
So they do like a food and beverage like kind of event every single year, and people look forward to that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got to learn the importance of high quality items used, and that sometimes people will pay for an extra $1 for something that's freshly made, freshly squeezed, or this and that.
I certainly would. That's for sure. Yeah.
And it's just so much better. You feel better eating and drinking things that are just made properly.
And if it's served cheerfully, that's also nice.
That as well too. Yeah. And I got to granted, I grew up in the restaurant industry. I grew up in the service industry. I've always served the community, so I got to learn very quickly the importance of proper customer service, and I love it, and it comes easy to me. And why not be cheerful and happy and nice to people?
Yeah, definitely.
But after that, I worked for Cisco Foods for a while, and I had about 25 accounts, 25 restaurants that I was selling food to, and they kind of trained us to be more than just an order taker. We'd go in there and we'd help with like stocking. We'd help with marketing for the
really?
Yeah, because the better the restaurants were doing, the better Cisco would be doing. They'd be selling them.
That's true.
More food.
That's good marketing.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So I got to see the do's and don'ts of 25 different establishments and seeing what was working for them, what wasn't. So I have that experience as well. I feel like I was part of 25 other restaurants.
Well, talk about an education. Huh?
Yeah. So and I didn't have to pay for it. I got paid for that one.
Yeah,
which is good. Yeah.
That's like a scholarship. Right?
Yeah. So being down in Florida as well, I just I like to go out as well. I like to go out to great restaurants and bars, and I just made mental notes of so many cool things that I saw, and I knew that I was going to come back to Pleasant, and I tried to bring back a lot of things that I saw at my favorite places, as well as from working for like Cisco and working for Disney. So, and I'm just I'm a foodie. I love going out. I love checking out new places. I get excited when I just have one person serving me who's just great at their job, and they're excited and they're passionate about their food. And I'm like, oh my god, it just makes my day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, food does that, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Well, I know it's not summer, but we're going to talk a little bit about it's called Maria's Garden, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Maria's Garden and some of the dining parameters and how things work out there. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'd like to explain it, because it has been a little bit odd and changed a few times and whatnot. But as of moving forward now, it is going to be BYOB.
Okay.
So that, as well as it is not full service. Our customers will either order from the table. We have just a QR code out there. And if you don't like technology so much, you can just pop inside and order with our cashiers, and then we'll run the food out to you. So plain and simple. It's not that hard of a process, and it's just keeps us happy, keeps the customers happy. And then our customers get to enjoy beautiful scenery. We love it out there. And we try to use our produce from there for the summertime. We don't have too much, but we get a decent amount of tomatoes and cucumbers, and our herbs, our basil and dill that we use daily as well.
That's nice. Yeah. I like eating out there in the garden. Actually, I mean, I know we're kind of out of the woods, I think, with COVID, but a friend and I came and ate in the garden, and I just felt like I was on vacation.
Yeah, we try to do that. We try to provide a space that, you kind of forget where you are,
Well, it was definitely easy to forget. And it was a very beautiful space, and now even though it's closed, the lights are out there for the holidays, so it looks pretty.
Absolutely. We just wanted to brighten up the corner a little bit.
Very warm and inviting, so that's really nice. I think it's really pretty. Well, we're going to wind things down here with Dimitri from Pleasant Pizza. Did I forget anything? Should I have... Oh, you know what? Make stuff from scratch. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
You mentioned it early on.
Did.
All right. Just wanted to make sure I didn't totally blow that thing.
Maybe we can talk about lunch specials for a second. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, so we offer daily lunch specials from 11 to 3 every single day. We do not do them on Sunday. And they're just, you can get a little variety of different items, which is nice. So you can get 4 wings and a side salad, or 4 wings and a slice. We offer a protein bowl that is only offered during this lunchtime. And it is sweet potato, rice, carrots, broccoli, sauteed in and our garlic olive oil, and a choice of protein. And you can even do beans or lentils instead of like chicken, steak, and it's at a very reasonable price, a lunchtime price. But at 3 o'clock, those menus just disappear off the screen.
Okay.
So you have to get them before 3 o'clock every single day.
Is that something you can call ahead and order?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So what number would we call?
860-423-5442.
So I didn't know you had lentils too. That's like,
Oh, yeah.
that's a game for me. That's a game changer, right?
I eat those daily.
Oh,
Absolutely.
really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're so good.
Oh, my
They're
goodness.
absolutely delicious. Yeah.
Is there anything sweet there for people who like sweets?
Yes. We offer a couple well-made items that we don't exactly make ourselves.
Okay.
Our cheesecake and our chocolate cake are just incredible.
Thank God. You
yeah,
have to have
they're
something.
so good.
You really have to have something sweet after pizza.
For sure.
Or whatever you're eating there.
And then we also do our pleasant balls, which are
Which
funny name. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet people laugh between
Absolutely.
dinglings and pleasant
balls. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, which is, it's our pizza dough, and we sweeten it up. We cover it in cinnamon sugar, and we fry it, deep fry it. Once it comes out, we cover it in some more confectioner sugar and cinnamon, and then we drizzle honey and Nutella on them.
What?
They're absolutely delicious, yeah.
That is crazy.
For sure. Yeah, we need a little signature dessert item as well. Yes.
Who
So.
thought of that one?
Me. Yes.
Are you gonna take credit for that?
I will. Absolutely.
Good for you.
You know, after a couple beers, I wanted something, something
You
sweet
gotta,
to eat.
you need
So-
something sweet. Nutella is like the perfect thing.
Yeah, I could eat peanut butter and Nutella every single day. Those are my two main food items, I feel like, yeah.
Believe it or not, when I was in Armenia a few years ago, on the breakfast table every day.
Nutella?
Yes.
Same thing with Greece. It's
Really?
butter, honey, and Nutella on bread. That's a breakfast.
It's Holy Trinity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. So everybody, listen, you can get everything from savory to salty to sweet to crunchy to creamy. Yeah, I think Pleasant Pizza has it all. And so I just want to thank you, Dimitri, for being here. And if y'all are going out to Pleasant Pizza, please invite me to come with you. Because I want to try those balls, definitely, for sure.
Pleasant balls, okay?
Pleasant balls.
Makes it sound a little better.
Oh, yeah, pleasant. The balls that are pleasant. And we wish you a happy holiday season, and thanks again for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.